Let's get started. Okay, so guys, I hope you got my most of you guys are coming for the sessions, right? Hey, Amit, is from non IT background, or anybody's coming from development background? Ahmed, you can switch off your camera. Astam Ahmed. Am I taking your name correctly? Switch off your camera if it's possible, please. Okay, so most of you guys are coming from non-IT background, or maybe if you're coming, anybody's coming from like development background here, like who has a little bit knowledge about Java, .NET, C Sharp, or something.
Hey Rajesh, this is Padmaja here. Uh,
Yes.
we didn't get a chance to talk. I'm sorry because I just contacted Gomti today, so I just got the link. I have worked in IT earlier, but I have a gap in my career, so I'm
Okay,
just trying to get back here.
got you. Okay,
Yeah, thank
cool.
you.
Anybody else? Who else who has like a solid experience with development or any coding platform?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, yes, that's me. I have a just background in mainly just with C sharp
C Sharp. Okay.
background.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay, so let me just explain about the program. Okay, like what you're gonna do and how it's gonna happen, right? Hope you have got a chance to like see my profile. One second, let me share my screen and let me know if you guys can see my screen. Can see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Right. So before I start, right, let me just quickly show my profile. Right. So basically, I am doing the Salesforce thing since last almost like 14 years. Okay, and I run two companies in India. Right, it's a Salesforce implementation company called DynoPat. Right, we are a Salesforce authorized partner company in India since like 2-3 years, and we have implemented many customers Salesforce CRM, right? And at the same time, I run this DynoPat, right? Where I train people in Salesforce. Right? I've been doing this Salesforce training since last almost like 10 years. So far, I taught like more than 7,000 people. Okay, in the US most of the time, and in India. Okay, so giving training is what I love to. This is what my passion is like. Teaching somebody Salesforce, and that's what I'm doing it here. And this particular training will be headed by me and few of my team members. Okay, so you would be hearing messages from me, and there's somebody called Raj. He is our operation head. Okay, so any kind of operation related thing, you will get a message from him. Right, this is me, Rajesh. I am your Salesforce admin trainer, admin business analyst. We will have another two people who will help us in the dev training. Okay, his name is Ankush and Ritik. So we are like four people team, and we have another person called Shubham. I'll just quickly introduce them one by one whenever their job will come into the picture. So Shubham is the guy. He will help you in the when you do the homework or assignment. If you get stuck technically somewhere, if you need one-on-one discussion, you have the technical support person. His name is Shubham. Okay. Okay. So these are the people who will be there with you till the end of the training to deliver the entire training. Okay. Now let me talk about the training little bit. What are we going to cover? How is going to benefit you? All right. See, Salesforce basically it's a product. I hope you guys have done a little bit of research about Salesforce, but let me just quickly introduce what Salesforce is and how it works. Salesforce is a product. It's a tool. So we are not, we are not in the process to build something from scratch. You got it right. Salesforce is a product, and we will have to know how the product works. Okay, we will have to know how the product works end to end. Because it is a product. Okay, understand this. Because it is a product, most of the things that you do as a Salesforce admin, consultant, developer is like drag and drop approach, right? Salesforce as a product, if they are so much successful in the market, right? You name like Salesforce is a CRM. Okay, I'll tell you what is CRM, how it works and all. But CRM is basically like, I would say, if you consider a business, like what is software? Basically software is something which helps the business, right? Any kind of business you run, without a software it's very difficult. So you need to have a lot of different softwares, not only CRM. You must have a customer relationship management tool, order management tool, invoice management tool, and different tools, right? Now, out of all the software segments, right, CRM captures like 50% of it. And Salesforce is one of the best CRM, has been accepted by majority of the companies, right? So you name any company, any big brand, they are using Salesforce, right? When I started Salesforce 2010, 11, right, that time the banks, right, they were not much using Salesforce because it's a cloud platform. Okay, so the banks obviously they don't want to put their data into cloud, but nowadays you name any bank, right, they are using Salesforce in their backend, right? So Salesforce is so much of popular CRM nowadays. And next 10, 20 years it will be a boom of Salesforce in the CRM era, right? It's a costly CRM. Definitely, the Salesforce is something is I mean, not everybody can afford it, right? So you see only the posh, like mid or enterprise customers are only using Salesforce CRM. Okay, that you cannot deny the fact it is a costly CRM. In fact, Salesforce admin developers, whoever company hired, they are also costly. I mean, when you guys will get a job, right, you're compared to the other technology, the salary that people get in Salesforce, right, is definitely more compared to the other technologies that you can check in the job portal also. Right, so Salesforce overall, the license cost and the admin developer consultant costs is like much higher than other technologies, and that's why small companies, like very small companies, they can't afford to use Salesforce, right? But or like mid-size and enterprise, they are using Salesforce. Okay, if they are not, then they have to migrate. Okay, so it's a very boom in the market, right, as of now, Salesforce, right? But Salesforce has two different part. Okay, one is admin, one is development. Let's understand this, how this works in the Salesforce system. So Salesforce admin is basically drag and drop approach. You don't have to write code, and it's a very powerful thing. Okay, I mean, it's a drag and drop approach. Still, don't underestimate it, right? I have done a lot of project with 90%, 95% we have done through admin only. You're getting me, right? So if somebody knows Salesforce admin very well, it's hardly you have to write code for it. Understood? If you know admin well, right? I take many interviews, right? I find people just learn from Udemy and YouTube. They don't have in-depth knowledge about Salesforce admin. And then when you go to project, right? You struggle, right? You write code for small thing. No, but that's not the process. Understand, right? Salesforce says always the best practice is you see if something can be done through drag and drop admin approach. If it is, go ahead and do it. If not, then if something cannot be done through admin, no, then you have to write code and get it done, right? So Salesforce is the only. I'm not familiar with other CRMs too much, but I have migrated many CRM Like few of my customers, they were using Microsoft Dynamics and they migrated to Salesforce. They were using Zoho CRM, they migrated to Salesforce. So what I've observed there is, right, the other CRM that we have in the market, no doubt they have many features. Okay, the other competitors that we have in the market, right, Salesforce, right, like Zoho CRM, Dynamics CRM, there are many CRM software. Okay, there are many local CRM softwares also, but those softwares, they are loaded with feature that you cannot deny. But how Salesforce is better than the others, those software is, Salesforce is very much configurable. Like if you consider any business, like I helped so many startup company implementing their Salesforce. What I observe in the startup company is their business process changes drastically, right? Every week they change a lot in their business process, right? And if your CRM is not so much dynamic, right, if you're struggling to configure the CRM itself, then you cannot grow your business. You're getting me, right? So other CRM has this, limitations where it is not so much customizable. Understand what I'm saying? Right, you got some requirement, you have to talk to that software development team, they will do some changes and all. No, but in Salesforce, if you hire admin, developers, consultant like us, any company, if they hire us, no, we can just configure anything and everything that requires for the business within Salesforce. It's so much flexible. That's the reason why people recommend to use Salesforce. Though it is costly, right? Still people, like, we are a startup company, right? We are not like very big company, but still we use Salesforce CRM for our internal usage. Why? First of all, we know Salesforce very very well into end. And second thing is, we have a developer, and whenever, like, my operation team, let's say they want to send an email, whenever, like, I don't know if you guys have received that welcome email. So recently we implemented that feature, right? Whenever you guys submitted the lead, right, to DynoPat, right, immediately you guys have received the email. And that's a feature, and that feature we just implemented in like 3 minutes. That's an admin job. You're getting me, right? So whatever you need, you just get it done with quickly if you use Salesforce, right? So Salesforce is very much customizable, configurable, and that's why other CRMs, which has these limitations, no, Salesforce doesn't have it. So people always recommend to use, whoever has budget, no, they always recommend to use Salesforce, and that's why it is so much of in demand. Okay. So as I said, it has. Do you have any questions so far? Since I'm only speaking, you can drop your question in the chat, guys. Okay, I'll quickly read it and answer. I am reading your chat. Okay, you have the chat window. You can drop your question there. So Salesforce has two different part. Okay, admin and developer. Let me tell you this. I don't know how many of you are coming from non-IT background. Like, if you do not know what is software, basically how to do the development and all. The admin is the for the people who are coming from non-IT background or who are coming from non-coding background. That if you do not know Java or .NET or something, then this admin will help you. Because in admin, it's all drag and drop approach. All we need to do is you need to know the technical part, how to do this Salesforce configuration with admin. That's it. But that's not enough, guys. See, this is where people in the market, they lag right behind, right? It's not technical knowledge, right? Like, you can definitely learn from I have my YouTube channel, right? If you go and search me in YouTube, right, like DailyPad or something, you get so many videos, more than 100 videos we have. You can learn things from here also. But the things which you cannot learn from here is basically the business part of it. Remember, the Salesforce jobs are little different than others. Okay, it's not that a normal regular job what you do, right? If you are a Salesforce admin, developer, consultant, whatever, right, you have to understand the technical part, definitely. At the same time, you have to understand how the functional thing works, how the business works, right? If you are an admin, it is not that you just go and do the configuration. No, people will expect the consulting part also from you. Right? What is consulting part? Let's say recently I'm helping a real estate customer, okay, from Singapore, and they are having uh, their requirement. Okay, now if I don't understand their business, understand this, if I do not understand how this real estate business is working, How can I give them a solution? As a Salesforce admin, as a Salesforce consultant, my job is to give them a solution, right? If I don't understand their business, it's not possible. So two things it is mandatory for you to understand. One is the technical part, definitely, which you are going to learn next 5 weeks. At the same time, you have to understand how the business works. Getting me right? If in case if you are planning to give some experience, to showcase some experience in a resume, some little fake experience in a resume, which I think you have to put it, because if you put zero experience, the recruiters will not touch your resume. Okay. The moment you put some experience, only admin knowledge, right, will not help you. That everybody can learn from YouTube and Udemy, right? What extra you have, you understand the business. That understanding is required when you go and try to give interview in the market. So our effort would be, we in Salesforce admin we have around 90 topics. Okay, like if I consider the latest version of Salesforce always they upgrade themselves. So if I consider 2023 July, the latest version of Salesforce, we have around 90 plus topics. Every topics, I'm going to give you an example from different industry, like automobile industry, manufacturing industry, banking. We help a lot of banks implementing the Salesforce CRM. So all this different whatever I have experienced so far, I'm going to share business example also with you. You need to understand the business part of it. That's very mandatory thing. Okay. So if you understand the technical part, how to do the drag and drop and how to implement it, and at the same time, if you understand the functional part, like the business side of it, that's when you become a Salesforce package. Okay. You somebody will hire you, they have the reason to hire you. Got it? So this is very important, like wherever you do the training, right? Admin, like the technical part and the functional part, both you have to understand. Guys, we will start with admin. Okay, because without admin you cannot learn development. So we will start with admin. It's a 5 weeks of program. And so from today is just an introduction. Okay, it's not much. We will start from tomorrow. So 5 weeks we will do admin. With this 5 weeks of time, we will do at least 2 to 3 projects. This is just like a real-time project, but like dummy project. Okay, these projects are very important for you to do, because if you do not do this, you don't have hands-on experience, and theoretical knowledge is not going to help you in the interview for sure. Okay, you have to have a hands-on experience, right? And when you do these assignments and project, right, that's when you'll have this hands-on experience. So if you guys are joining these sessions, right, I think I have shared a video, and I told you in the video also. If you guys are joining these sessions, right, first 4 5 days, I just see how you guys are doing. Only few serious people will be there joining the session for the next 5 weeks. So I need you guys to spend at least 1 hour every day on the homework and the assignment. That is mandatory. If you don't have this time to spend, then this training is not going to help you. So every day we will have a session, same time, same link. Apart from the session, you have to spend 1 hour on the projects and assignment, on the hands-on thing. If you do not do it, then it's a waste of time for you. So you make sure you have the time. Okay. So this admin will happen for 5 weeks, and then we will start the development. Yes, development also, it's a 3 plus 3 6 weeks of program. Okay, because development, if I again consider the latest version of Salesforce has two different things. One is back end development, one is front end development. Okay. For the back end development, we use a language. We will be learning a very interesting language. Okay. And very easy language, I would say, called Apex. This language is used only for Salesforce. Again, development is for the people who wants to get into the development. Okay, I don't know you guys much, so I cannot recommend it. But once you do a session with me, at least for 7 8 sessions, once you do, right, I understand it's whether development is good for you or not, and you can recommend. But I will cover up admin plus developer both in this course. So development will have two different things. One is Apex, which is the backend part, and front end. There's a very new framework that Salesforce launched, that is called LWC. Okay, that is the latest version of front end, is what we are going to learn. This will take another easily like 5 weeks plus. Okay, so this is the plan for admin and development. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Somebody who don't want to get into the development, just get this admin. By the way, we will not only do the admin, okay? We will do admin plus business analyst, BA. Okay, that's a very demanded role in the market right now. Admin plus BA, business analyst. If you don't want to get into the development part, right, you want to become just a consultant, then this first 5 training will help you, where we will do admin plus business analyst part. And if you are interested to do the development, then you have 3 doors open. Okay, you can apply for Salesforce admin job, Salesforce developer job, Salesforce consultant job, everything. Right? See, developers are huge in demand. Okay, because the problem is, right, I also take, if I take 100 candidates interview, I get only one guy who knows the development well. So many people, they just learn from here and there, like Trailhead, YouTube, and they just come for the interview. They don't have knowledge. So if you somehow can pick up this development, right, if you have a proper knowledge, getting a job is not at all a big deal, wherever you are, India, US, South Africa, wherever. It's a very demanded role. But the only thing is, you should have a quality knowledge. That's it. Okay. Drop your question, guys, in the chat. Anybody has any doubt, any question to ask, I can answer. Are we going to learn any tool or technology for BA? Actually, no. See, Salesforce BA that we are going to learn is not that other BA thing. Okay, it's a technical business analyst. So we are going to learn 3 things for BA. Understand this? Okay, Salesforce business analysts need to know 3 things, right? One, the entire Salesforce admin. Without knowing admin, you cannot do BA. Or somebody, if you want to apply your job as a tester, like QA, quality analyst or tester, manual testers, for that admin, you have to know first. And then we need to know, as a BA, we will be learning something called business requirement documentation. That's a format, that's a way of documentation that a business analyst does. Okay, so whenever a project starts, right, like next week we are starting a project. Okay, it's a financial institution, and so next week when I start the project, me and my business analyst team will just do a requirement gathering workshop for 1.5 weeks. Okay, so 1.5 weeks, business analyst team will ask the relevant questions and they will gather the requirement. Whatever requirement they gather, they have to put it into a document, correct? That document we are going to learn, and that is what called BRD, business requirement documentations. Understood? So business analysts will learn admin plus BRD, business requirement documentation, and we will do this kind of a workshop. Okay, like in this week only we will start this workshop, like how to gather the requirement. Like you as a functional consultant or business analyst, how do you gather the requirement is what we are going to start this week only. Okay, so these 3 things we have to learn as a BA. Is flow different from LOC? Yes, 100%, guys. uh Interestingly, Salesforce has recently launched flow. Okay, I mean, flow is an old one, but the current version of flow, which we will be learning in admin, is a way advanced thing. If you guys know flow in the admin part, right, you don't need to write code. It's so much powerful. So Salesforce admin can do, I'm saying Salesforce admin can do 80 to 90% of the project job. It's it's so much of loaded with feature. You don't have to write code. But again, see, developers always in demand. Okay, so there will be certain scenario where the admin drag and drop thing will not help you. You have to write code, and that is where the developer jobs will come in the picture. But the way we will learn Salesforce admin, these 90 topics, if you, I don't know how much effort you'll put with me. If you put your 100% effort, right, 80 to 90% thing you can just do the drag and drop. You're getting me, right? It's so much of powerful. So people underestimate admin, but now if you consider the latest version of Salesforce, it's with loaded with feature. Yeah. So flow is different than LWC, correct? What else? No other questions? I thought you'll be having so many questions. What is that file you shared, Ahmed?
Sir, please ignore that. No, it's by mistake.
Okay, fine, cool. Guys, any other question? Please unmute, speak, or put your question in the chat. Tell me.
Sir, I just wanted to ask, sir, basically I'm completely uh, from non-IT field.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not about not I don't know much about the Salesforce course. I One of my friend suggested me that you should go for Salesforce field. You will get a lot of opportunity. I just wanted to know uh, that how I'll make my career in that particular field, and how you will make my career in that field.
Okay, cool. See, first of all, I will not make anything, right. I'm just the technical person who will give you knowledge. Okay, so I'll tell you the plan. Okay, see, my job is here to teach you Salesforce. Okay, I will teach end to end how Salesforce work with projects, and we do a lot of in-house project. Okay, we work for our customer, see how the real-time project works. All these things is what I'm going to teach you. And then finally, if you guys are interested to the certifications, Salesforce has Salesforce admin certificate, developer certificate. If your budget allows, I will help you to prepare for the certification. This is what my job is. Okay, I will just load you with the knowledge. Rest everything you have to do by yourself. Looking for a job, in giving interview, clear the interview is what your job. Okay, so I will help you to just get the knowledge, prepare your profile, prepare your LinkedIn profile, so that people should reach out to you. Recruiters should reach out to you. You'll get calls. Maybe you'll fail in the first interview, second interview, third interview, you'll crack. This is how the process is. Okay, it's not very easy job, by the way. Okay, you have to put a solid effort of at least 1 month, 1.5 months with me. That's when you land into a job. Understood? So what I'll do is I'll just help you to prepare yourself so that you can crack the interview. You get a job, you can survive in the job. That is what would be my job for the next 1 month. And then once you learn this, you just build your profile, put it into Naukri, put it into Dice, whatever job portal you have, and then you start getting calls. See, Salesforce is a demanded technology. Okay, so you will start getting calls for sure. Getting calls is not a big deal, right? So getting calls from the recruiters is not a big deal. You will get calls. Only thing is you have to clear the interview. That's where I can't help you. You have to clear the interview by yourself. But if you follow me properly for the next 5 weeks, you will have the knowledge. You will have enough knowledge to clear the interview by yourself, and that is what I'll help you to do it. Clear, no? Anything else you need, you can let me know. The only thing is I cannot get you a job, right? Job is something that you have to get it. If somebody is telling I will get you a
Right,
job,
Edward.
yeah.
I completely understand, but I just wanted to know that whether you will help me out how to crack the interviews and what
Right.
are the
Yeah,
question
those
asked.
technical thing is what you were expecting from this training, right? Yeah. Okay. So any kind of technical thing, I'll take care of it. Yeah. Hind, tell me.
Yeah, my language is like my question is it's the
Mhm.
LWC. It's a language we need to learn.
Mhm, yes. See, LWC is a JavaScript language that you have to learn. Okay. It's a fresh thing. You have not heard about it because this Apex and LWC is a Salesforce framework. Okay. It's been used only in Salesforce. It's a brand new thing. What we do is we start these two languages from scratch. Okay, so we start like from very basics, and then we jump into the advanced part of it. Yeah, so it's a language that you have to learn to build custom front end. Okay, by the way, the flow that we are going to learn in admin, right, it can do most of it the LWC job, but again there are certain things that flow also cannot help you. So that's when the LWC or the custom front end, the coding will be coming into the picture. Yep. Okay, what else? All right, guys. A couple of information I have to give you guys. Certifications is mandatory. Okay, okay. At least people in the US, you guys have to do the certificate. Uh, I mean, the way Indian US markets are different. So people from the US, right? You have to do the certificate. Like you have to showcase it like this. Okay. I don't have it, but if you see other Salesforce profile, they always write like Salesforce certified admin, Salesforce certified developer. That means a lot. Okay. So if you have certification, that makes a big change. Okay. When you look for a job. So US people, you have to do it. India people, you can do it, you cannot, based on your, if you have budget for it, because certification will cost you $200. Okay. To book for the exam, right? But in India, if you have the knowledge, at least if you don't have the certification, you can somehow manage it. And once you get into a job, you can do it. But again, my job is, in this training we will prepare for the certificate. It's up to you whether you can do it or not, but we will prepare for it. Okay. uh, yeah, so we
Uh,
have like, huh,
excuse me, just a question.
yeah.
Can you provide us with any website can help us to obtain that certificate if this is possible?
Yes, that's
Okay.
all. We will do it. So we will do it in the fifth week. Okay, first 4 week we will learn Salesforce admin and everything. Fifth
Mm-hmm.
week we talk about the certificate and everything, because if you're planning to give it by yourself, the exam, you need to have a knowledge. Okay, or else you'll fail and you'll lose $200. Again, you have to pay $100 to take it. So first 4 week we will gather the knowledge, and then I can tell you whether you can. I mean, see, when you join the session with me for first 4 weeks, right? Each and everybody, I'll know you guys one. Okay, I'll call you guys. I'll see things going on. I can tell that, hey, Hind, you're not good enough to take the exam. Okay, so I can tell you. Okay, so
Okay.
fifth week I can tell you how to do the certificate and where to do.
Thank you.
Okay, I got a question. Which angle will you cover the topic based on advance? What is that, Mansuri? Which angle will you cover the topic means? What is that you're saying? Didn't get it. So certificate is a mandatory thing for the US people. You have to do it. And now there are a couple of certificate. One is admin, one is development, one is PD1. Okay, PD1 is the development. Sorry, platform developer one. That's the developer certificate, and the another one is called app builder. Now, app builder is a mix of admin and developer. Okay, so you can attempt one of these three of these three, whatever your budget allows. But we will have to do at least one of these or multiple of these exams before you get into the market. That will be really helpful for you. Okay, but in India, right, more than your certificate, they will look for your knowledge. Okay, so make sure, if you are in India and if you're looking for a job in India, right, if you have the knowledge, super knowledge, certificate. I mean, I have done certificate when I was looking for a job also long back. Nobody looked for certificate from me, but it just how you crack the interview, how you talk in the interview. That's very important. If you do not have the knowledge and if you have done the certificate, that's a waste for you in India. So make sure you're focused on the knowledge first. And on top of knowledge, if you have certificate, that's a very good advantage for you. But if you do not have the knowledge or you have done the certification, that's a waste of $200 for you. So make sure you gather the knowledge first and go for the exam. Okay, what else? So the three certificates will cost $600. Yeah, man, three certificate will cost 600. Salesforce is making money from this. There is a certificate called Salesforce Technical Architect. Okay, this cost 6,000 USD. Can you believe it? $6,000 it will cost just to, like, see, Salesforce is a very demanded technology, right? I mean, in the US, people, I have seen people getting paid 150K, 180K per annum for Salesforce jobs. Like in India, it's like, 2 years guys, they get 16, 17 lakhs also, right? 2 years experience. So it's a demanded thing, right? So definitely the certificate will also costly, right? Because it's in huge demand. I mean, you don't have to do this. Couple of $200 exam, if you do, that's enough. Ideally, you just have to get into a job. Okay, your company will sponsor you for this exam. Wherever you do a job, right, company gets voucher and they will sponsor you for the exam. But my target for from this training would be to somehow help you getting the knowledge to get into a job. And if you want to do a certificate, I'll help you with that. And once you get into a job, then you plan for like multiple certificates, like consultant certificates and developer certificates, whatever job role you get based on that, basically. Okay. What else? Guys, fees and all, you talk to Rana. Okay. And by the way, fees and all, we'll talk about it after you join few sessions. Okay. As I said, guys, these sessions I am going to allow only the people who are very much doing this course seriously. So I will first see few days how you guys are do, then I'll talk about fees and everything, and then I'll allow you to join this course. All right. So don't worry about fees, just join the session for a few days and see how's it going. If you think it is good, if I find that you are doing good, then we'll talk about fees. All right. Any other questions? I mean, I didn't start anything today, just an introduction sessions. But tomorrow onwards, we are starting Salesforce. Okay. So basically, tomorrow I'll give you a brief idea on what is CRM. We will not start Salesforce directly. You need to know a lot of stories first. You need to know what is CRM, how it is going to help the business, why CRM is so much of in demand, what kind of problem it solves. Those things we have to understand first. And then I'll tell you what is Salesforce, why Salesforce is best CRM in the market, right? What kind of problem Salesforce solve. And then eventually we'll get into the technical part slowly. So technical things I'll not discuss first. And that's see, if you lose the interest, then you cannot learn the technology. My job is to grow interest. This 1 week, if you follow me properly, guys, this is guaranteed. Okay, if you this week, if you follow me properly every day, you will fall in love with this technology called Salesforce. It's so nice technology. The way we will do this 1 week of workshop, right? And then you decide whether this is worth for you or not. Okay, fine. Anything else that you want to ask today? I thought I'll be getting so many questions. You can unmute and speak.
Hi Rajesh, good
Yeah,
morning.
tell me. Arun, tell me.
Rajesh, so you mentioned two LC, LWC, and Apex, right? Uh, Okay. So to coding technology we'll use. So like I am close to 10 years of experience. So I come from the IT background only. So but I fall from testing background actually. So I have a few of knowledge and understanding on Java concepts and all.
Mhm.
But as you told, like I haven't worked on JavaScripts.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, and I have worked in data warehousing also. So
Hmm.
I'm very much as an ETL tester I have worked.
Understood.
So I have knowledge on data warehousing and SQL scripts and all. So here Apex and LWC, I believe like it doesn't touch base with these two. So how quick we can grasp that, or like whether with these knowledge whether we can interpret on the session which you are taking, and
Yes.
like.
I'll tell you 2 points here. Okay. One is, see, this learning coding is not easy. I would not, I just want to be like very transparent here. Okay. It's going to be tough,
Mhm,
right? But we have a process to start things from scratch. Okay. We will start from very scratch thing. Okay. We will not talk about like Apex coding in the beginning. I'll just teach from, we will teach like basics of coding first 1 week. And then after 1 week of workshop, we'll get into the actual coding, right? We'll go step by step. See, if you still find this is difficult for you, that's what we have Salesforce. I cover Salesforce admin plus BA and then developer. In case if you guys are finding that development is little tough for me, I'm not able to digest, you have this solid profile ready with you, admin plus BA. Getting me right? But you have to give a try. It's not that tough. I have got many students who come from mechanical engineering and other things. They learn Salesforce at development. It's not that tough, I'm telling you. But again,
Mhm.
it's up to you how much effort you're putting. In case if you fail here in the developer, right, if you think that this is very tough for me, I can't do it, you have this profile ready, and this is also a very demanded role in the market right now, admin plus business analyst. Okay. And let me tell you this, Arun, if you have a ETL knowledge, right, ETL will be a very added advantage for you to market yourself. If you say I'm a
Mhm.
ETL guy plus Salesforce, no, that's a very good combination in the market. Every company they use ETL with Salesforce, and that's a very demanded thing. Okay, so after the training is done, you talk to me personally. Okay, I'll help you to find the jobs. Okay, how you have to prepare, what you have to prepare, all this thing I can help you on and one also.
Sure,
No
sure,
problem.
sure, Rajesh. Yeah.
Guys, second thing is we will have a mock interview. Okay, so see whether you guys are ready for the interview or not. I can give you a raw feedback when I take a mock interview. So first 5 weeks, where's that 5 weeks? So first 5 weeks, once you are done with admin plus BA, we will arrange a mock interview session where I will act like an interviewer, you will act like a student or not student, candidate, right? If you have to give your answer and I'll give you feedback whether your preparation is good enough to go for the interview or not, right? If I give you a bad feedback, take it and work on it, right? So this the mock interview session will happen. You will understand also that whether you are eligible to go for the interview or not. If you clear my interview, that means you can go and give other interview as well. If you're not, then you have to prepare a little bit more. I'll tell you where you have to prepare. So this mock interview session will go on. At the end of we learn everything, and then if you find that if good rating in my interview, then I think you're good enough to go to the market for the actual interview. Okay. The kind of knowledge that we'll gather, right? If you in case if you're planning to put at least 0 6 month 1 year 2 years of experience in a resume, you can justify it. Okay, again, guys, 2 years of experience if you're putting in your resume, you have to showcase it, you have to prove it. Okay, so theoretical knowledge, just coming to the session doing nothing, that is not going to help you. So please take this course seriously if you are coming and going for this paid course. Okay, even I can understand who is doing it seriously or not, but again I'm telling you, I will do my job, right? I will load you guys with knowledge, but if you can't do your homework, if you don't get time, then you can't do it, right? So if you're coming for the session tomorrow, make sure you are fully prepared. Your next 5 weeks or next 1 month, you are giving it for this course, and then will you come. You don't come for a time pass, seriously. Okay, if I find it that you are not doing it coursefully, then I have to remove you from this group. Okay, what else? Sorry, I must have missed your $6,000. 6,000 nothing. There's a exam called technical architect. Okay, which will cost you 6,000 USD. In the whole world, there are only like 15-20 people who have this certificate, by the way. Not everybody got this certificate. I mean, this kind of a certificate, no, Salesforce, I mean, your company will sponsor. Definitely, nobody used to do the certificate by, nobody used to pay from their pocket for the certificate. I'm telling you this. This is the reality. Only one certification you have to do from your pocket to get into a job. Rest companies to sponsor you. Like, I mean, in my company also, right? We sponsor our employees for the certificates to get done. Cool. Did I cover everything in the introduction today? Is there anything that I'm missing? No. I would be highly motivated if you guys unmute and speak solid things, right? If you ask some questions. Yeah, 3 certification will cost you 600. Each certificate, it will cost you $200, guys. And remember, these are the basic certificate, okay? If you go if you go to the consultant level exam, that will cost you, I think $400. Okay. So don't worry, don't all this money you're not paying. People from India, I'm telling you, without certificate also you'll get calls. Nobody will look for your certificate in India. In India, the way it works is different. Okay, it's more than like I mean I hire many people for my company. I never see who have certificate or do not have certificate. I don't bother about it. I only see whether you're cracking the interview or not. So if you are in India, if you have money, you can do it, but it's not mandatory. But in the US, this is mandatory. Nobody will touch your resume if you do not do this certificate. Okay. All right, guys. So tomorrow's session will be interesting. Okay. I want you to join on exactly 7 o'clock in the morning India time or 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, because if you miss 1 minute also, I cannot hold your interest. So I'm requesting tomorrow join on time, exactly on time. Okay. So that we are starting like CRM part from tomorrow. You will start gathering your interest. You start, having your interest from tomorrow's session. Make sure you join on time tomorrow. Guys, for the recording, everybody please see this, okay? Uh, July, this is July, right? If you see my June batch, right? Guys, can you see my screen? This is my June batch, Salesforce June batch 23. And you see here, there are couple of links in the in the description. Everybody is there in the WhatsApp group, right? Whoever is there here, are you there in the WhatsApp group? If not, please message your number. I will be adding you in the WhatsApp group. If you are not there in the WhatsApp group, you will miss everything. So in the WhatsApp group, you have a couple of things, guys. One, the meeting link every day, whatever meeting link you'll join, and one Google Drive link. Please listen to this carefully. If you go to your Google Drive, you will see two folders. One is class recording. Every day, whatever class we do, we will record it and upload it here. And we have our own study material. Please understand this. You don't have to look for YouTube, Google Translate for study material. Whatever I cover in the class, I have designed my own study material, which you have to watch and do it. So I have seen people waste their time looking for Google materials and YouTube materials. That's a waste of time. You don't have to waste your time, because we have designed the material such a way so that every day we cover one topic. Let's say we are covering tomorrow this topic, session number 1. This is the material you have to watch, guys. This is my video. This is my written docs. Second class, we will cover this. This is my video and this is my written blogs. So every single topic that we cover, it will be supported with a video of me. I'm talking about it. And then the same blog that I have written. Understanding? So if you join the session for 2-3 days, no, you will be very much connected with me, how I am talking, how I am writing, like all these study materials. And you don't have to look for anything in the internet. Everything that you have to prepare, I have done this job for you. You just have to open that link, video link or blog link, and watch it out. In case you miss the session one day, you have to come to the Google Drive, watch the recording, class recording for that particular day, and go to your study material and pick up from the material and watch it. You're getting me? Everybody is clear on the study material part? Padma Raj, tell me.
Yes. Hey, Rajesh. Um, uh, about the WhatsApp getting added to the WhatsApp group, should I tell Gomati or should I just message my number in the here? Or?
You can message me here or you can tell Gomati, whatever works good. Rana,
Okay.
can you please collect a number from Padmaja and then add her in the group, Rana?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. I'll put it in there. And then
Okay.
once I am in there, I will know the schedule as well, right? Like what times, what days and times, you know.
Guys, schedules are very simple. Okay, Monday to Friday. Guys, I am from India. Okay, so few people are from India. So everybody, the schedule is this: in India, Tuesday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. US, Monday to Friday, 9:30 p.m. night to 10:30 p.m. That's the same time, same link. Understood? No change in the schedule for next 1 or 2 months. Everybody clear with the schedule?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, same time, same link, Monday to Friday. See, we cannot do 2 days in a week class. Then I cannot build that habit on you. If you do not do just, I mean, that's what I said, right? This first week, 1 week of session is for you to understand how we do it. Even though sometime we will have nothing to discuss, like we will do a lot of hands-on project, and we will not have time to maybe like tomorrow if you join, we cannot start a new topic, but still you have to join the session to do a Q&A. Like if you have any question, we can answer it, but you have to join the sessions. Okay, that's an habit that we have to build. If we don't build that habit, then learning would be difficult. All right, like this is my habit. Last 11-12 years I have been doing this training, same training. So 7 o'clock morning I wake up, I take the sessions. That's my habit. If 1 week I don't do the session, right, I feel something is missing from my life.
Excuse me, can you show me again where I can access to the record materials?
Yes, so Rana is there to help you. Okay, so anytime you got some problem, you have to escalate to Rana. Guys, you have to watch out your group description. This is your group, this is your June batch. Like July 23 batch, you'll see here. Where's the July 23 batch? Let me just JULY 23 batch. See this. Hold on. Guys, Salesforce July 23 batch. Right now you have only the class link. Rana will update the Google Drive link here. Just have to go to the your WhatsApp group description. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
And tag him at the rate RANA. Tag him if you get some problem. Tag him if you find any issue. Okay, if you want to escalate anything, please tag him. He is the operation manager. So, right, anything you want to escalate, right? Please tag him. He'll help you.
Sure, thank you.
Cool. Everybody is clear with the process and everything? Introduction. We have 4 minutes left to wrap up the sessions today. I think we had a great introduction today. One quick recommendation. There are only 24 people, but I have to clean the WhatsApp group. There are many people in the WhatsApp group. I would be removing them, whoever not joining and doing this seriously. So please ask your questions, guys. That will be very helpful. If you have something, drop your questions. The next
Rajesh,
numbers. Yes, Arun.
Rajesh, one more doubt. I am also almost new to Salesforce. Like, if you see Salesforce, it's related to CRM. We have discussed them.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the kind of tool we access, or like it's a
Yeah,
open source, or like we
I'll
have
talk
any
about that
platform?
tomorrow. But just to give you an
Okay.
answer, you don't have to download, install, learn any third-party tool. It's just Salesforce. It's an easy thing. Okay, it's just Salesforce. Nothing you have to learn. So if you see that, sir, shall I go and learn something extra? Nothing. I'll teach you everything. Salesforce doesn't require you to know anything else. Okay, it's a software basically. And guys, everybody here are blank. Okay, nobody knows what is CRM also. Every single person in this room are blank. So everybody is in same page. Okay, I will drive you guys one by one, step by step. So this is my job, you to teach you Salesforce. So don't think that I do not know Salesforce, I do not know CRM, so it will be difficult. Nothing like that. Everybody is blank here, right? That's why you are there in the session. If you know what is Salesforce, then why should you join the session, right? Now I will teach you one by one, step by step things. Okay, so you don't have to know anything. Just come and join my sessions, and make sure there is no disturbance, no kids, no dogs, right? Make sure you just fully focus on the session only. Plug in your headphone, just listen to me. That's it. I just need your dedicated 1 hour. Rest you leave it on me. Okay. All right. Good. All right, guys. So we are seeing tomorrow. Everybody in the WhatsApp group. If you are not there in the WhatsApp group, tell me your number. I will be adding you. So, and Rana, please see whoever have not joined today. If they're not joining, please clean this group. Start cleaning from tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Only have the fully enthusiast people in this group. Okay. Just start cleaning.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys. See you tomorrow, same time, same link. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, Rajesh.